following is my top 5 favourite Deadites from the Evil Dead franchise. Number 5, the Harpy Deadite. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. This is one badass creature, essentially a Deadite crossed with a classical Ray Harryhausen monster of the Winged Harpy. This thing is portrayed in both stop motion animation and suitmation and kicks absolute arse. It is terrifying and rains down hell upon anyone it sees. It's first encountered by Ash at the end of Evil Dead 2 and rendered completely in stop motion animation. However, there is a close-up using a marionette where its head explodes. Later on, Sheila is attacked by the same Deadite and Ash is not able to bring it down. The design of this thing is pretty cool, and the suitmation allowed the actress who was inside in the suit to switch from her arms to go into the wings of the actual creature, and by and large is a fairly kick-ass design. Number 4, Evil Ed. Ed Gentley was featured in Evil Dead 2 and is essentially the boyfriend of Raymond Noby's daughter. He is an archaeologist who accompanies her to the cabin and is confronted by the carnage and has to fight the Deadites along with Ash. However, he's later turned into a Deadite and becomes an absolutely monstrous looking creature with rows of double teeth and, like other Deadites, blank eyes. He is a savage creature who levitates across the floor, attacks Bobby Joe, starts to consume her hair, and then tries to unlock Henrietta from the cellar. Luckily, Ash and his swift thinking allows him to get the better of Evil Ed by hacking him to pieces with an axe. This is actually not shown as graphically as you might think. However, there are scenes where Evil Ed's head was actually bisected and you could see inside in his skull, which was filled with these weird green cobwebs. The scene in question was never put to any extended edition, but if you look hard enough, you can find it online. Number 3, the Pit Witch, featured in Army of Darkness. This horrific Deadite was part of the execution method used in killing Ash when he arrived back in medieval times. She was placed at the bottom of a pit that was also adorned with rows of moving spikes and would have been a horrific execution method for any of Arthur's enemies. However, Ash, thanks to his swift thinking and intervention of the wise man, got the upper hand and his chainsaw hand and was able to defeat the Pit Witch, or Pit Bitch as he liked to call her, and climbed out, emerging victorious. However, the creature followed him up, but was dispatched with Ash's signature over-the-shoulder shotgun blast. The creature was not initially going to feature in the movie. However, Sam Raimi had the daylight scared out of him by Greg Nicotero in the actual costume, and thanks to this practical joke, Raimi demanded it be featured in the actual movie. Number 3, Mia Deadite. This character was featured in the 2013 semi-soft reboot sequel by Fayed Alvarez and is portrayed fantastically by Jane Levy. Mia herself is a recovering addict, and as well as having to fight personal inner demons, she has to fight Kandarian demons also, and unfortunately loses the fight at the start of the movie. She becomes possessed and terrorizes her brother and their friends, resulting in some incredibly gory and graphic scenes. Levy herself went all in with the stunts and didn't mind being covered in copious amounts of blood. As a result, she kicks arse and is one of my favourite Deadite incarnations. Number 2, Linda, Evil Dead 2. This is my favourite version of Linda, as Denise Bixler gives her so much personality and likability when she's human. It makes it all the more tragic when Ash has to kill her in Deadite form. While the main puppet isn't the best, it looks kind of like a Muppet, the design using stop motion is fantastic and a standout in the franchise itself. Number 1, Henrietta Deadite, featured in Evil Dead 2 and Ash vs. the Evil Dead. This is Raymond Noby's wife, who has become possessed by a Kandarian demon. When Raymond Noby disposed of his deceased wife, he buried her in their fruit cellar. Unfortunately, she returned to life with a vengeance and many different manifestations, from the zombified granny to the even more terrified Deadite monstrosity that sounded like a chimp for some reason. The Deadite Henrietta was portrayed fantastically by the awesome Ted Raimi, brother of director Sam Raimi, who tortured his little brother in the suit. Ted nearly fainted on countless occasions, and lucky or unlucky for him, the suit actually started to break down over time. In fact, there's a scene where you can see a giant rip in the arse of the suit. Another cool aspect of the Henrietta Deadite is some aspects of her are portrayed in stop motion, particularly when she goes mano a mano against Ash. So guys, they were my top 5 Deadites from the Evil Dead franchise. If you have any favourite Deadites, let me know in the comments below. And also guys, are you looking forward to Evil Dead Rise? Tell me in the comments below about that also. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.